Hello, bright souls. Hope you're having a great day. It's kind of dark and overcast and very breezy where I'm at. We're getting some of the effects from Hurricane Matthew. It's not affecting our area, but I mean, we're not like in the direct path of it or anything like that, but the outer skirts of it, is bringing us some weather, some rain, some wind. Right now it's just dark skies and lots of wind. I'm sorry if the picture's a little dark because this is the light I'm dealing with. So anyway, I wanted to make this video because something interesting happened to me this morning at work. So I've heard this comment several times, and so I just wanted to ask you. So the comment was, well, if she wants to be constipated, she can go ahead and eat those 2 bananas. And I was like, what? I'm like, eating 2 bananas is not going to constipate you. That's, I don't understand where that comment comes from. And so basically, one of my coworkers was saying that the conversation was about how, she's a single gal, and so she only shops for one, and she has to be really careful when she buys fruit that she doesn't buy too much at one time so that it doesn't, go bad before she has a chance to eat it. And so she made the comment that, like she'll look for a small bunch of bananas when they're green, and she'll buy she's got like 4 of them at home. And she knows she'll probably only end up eating 3 of them, and she'll throw the 4th one out because it'll, go off before she has a chance to eat it. So I said to her, well, why don't you just eat 2 bananas in one sitting? And, they looked at me like I had horns. That was so funny. And then that's where the comment came from my other coworker that was listening in. She's like, well, if she wants to be really constipated, then yeah, she could go ahead and eat 2 bananas. So we got into this huge discussion, and I was like, fruit does not constipate you. I said, at least that's not been my experience. And I think I've shared with you guys in another video that my experience has actually been the opposite. I used to, I'm so glad I can say used to, suffer from constipation. I mean, it would not be out of the ordinary for 3 days, for every 3rd day for me to have a bowel movement, so every 3 days. Sometimes every couple of days, but 3 days was not out of the ordinary. But ever since I made all these changes, and I've been eating a lot more fruit, which is the primary change, I'm regular. I go 6 days a week. Every now and then I'll miss a day, so I can't really say I go 7, but it went from every 3 days, or so what is that, like 2 to 3 times a week to 6 times a week. All I did was eat fruit. So, well, and I also gave up meat, dairy, and seafood. Well, I'm not 100% free of those. Like I do get dairy in some things if it's an ingredient, but I don't go out of my way to eat those things, It's not a conscious, I want to eat this. It's a conscious, I don't want to eat meat, I don't want to eat seafood, I don't want to eat, dairy. Those things aren't good for my body. But I'm not a purist, so, I can't say I'm vegan because I'm really not 100%, although I really would like to get there someday. But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. So, we had this talk about, how, it's been my experience that fruit, encourages bowel movements. It keeps you regular. It doesn't cause constipation. And I said, unless you're eating your fruit green. I said, now if your fruit isn't ripe and you're consuming it, and lots of it, well then, okay, yeah, I can understand that you're going to get constipated because it's not meant to be consumed that way, So that led into the conversation of what is ripe and what isn't. And they were like, I'm sorry, but my bananas, they have to be yellow. They can even have a little green on them, but I can't do spots. And I was like, if your banana doesn't have some black spots on it, it's not ripe. It's not sweet. It's not delicious. You don't know what you're missing. You're not eating it at its optimum. And they started laughing at me, and they started saying, girl, I just can't do that. I just happened to have a banana that I brought with me to work that had lots of dark spots on it. So I whipped out my banana and I'm like, look at this. I'm like, you cannot judge a book by its cover. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of black on this banana, but this banana is perfect. It is sweet. It is soft. It is delicious. And they were like grossed out by it, and they're like, ugh, I can't eat that, you know. So we like to tease each other, and we have a good time. So I went ahead and I just started like I was modeling, you know, and I just peeled the banana slowly in front of them. And I was like, you know, look at this, you know. I said, it's so creamy and firm, but creamy and delicious on the inside. It's so soft and sweet. I said, it's not disgusting on the inside at all. And I said, you can't judge a book by its cover. And I said, and what are you, like prejudiced against spots or something? So anyway, and then I started like, you know, really, you know, exaggerating and really beefing it up, although it was a delicious banana. But I like took a bite of it. Whoa, can you hear that wind? Hope it's not a tornado. I'm sitting in my car. So yeah, so like, where was I? Oh, so I peeled it, you know, and I took a bite of it, and I'm like, oh, this is like the best thing ever, you know. I'm going on like that. But we were just, you know, having a good time, laughing with each other and teasing. But they are seriously grossed out by spotty bananas. And so I think, yeah, they're constipated when they eat fruit, because the fruit isn't sweet, and it isn't delicious, and it isn't ripe, and it doesn't taste good, you know. So they'll never be a fan of fruit if they keep eating it like that. And I just could not convince them. So my question to you is, how do you eat your fruit? Do you wait until the bananas are spotty? Are you grossed out by the dark and the spottedness of the bananas? You know, are you of the opinion that fruit is constipating? Or like me, are you pretty regular through your fruit consumption? So please, you know, leave some comments below. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to my videos, my channel. But I would like to hear from you. I'd like to know, you know, how do you eat your fruit? Do you wait till it's at its peak and it's fully ripe and delicious and juicy and mouth-watering? Do you like it a little on the fit or green side? Do you believe that it's constipating, or does it encourage regularity? Yeah. Anyway, looking forward to hearing from you. Until next time, bye.